Whenever two parties enter a conversation, they're doing so from their own perspective. And that's still very true when you have a digital marketer and a potential client coming together to discuss a possible project. But what happens is, even though you are on the same page, if you are speaking a very different language, that is going to leave the client feeling like, oh, this person just doesn't get me. They don't get what I need, and they're not going to work with you. And by just tweaking a little bit what it is that you are saying, you can have very, very different results when you are speaking to these potential customers. So I want to talk about what you think versus what the client is thinking during these conversations. So I'm going to use a web designer as an example here, but no matter what digital marketing service you provide, this is still going to be very applicable to you as well. So you as a web designer, you are thinking about all the intricate details that go into actually building a website. So you're going to be thinking about things like, I design websites, I code websites, I create content, I design graphics, I do on-page SEO, I improve website load time. And of course, the list can just go on from there because you're thinking about all the things that need to happen in order to put this website together. And while that's important, that is not at all what the client is thinking. On the other hand, the client is thinking, my website is out of date. It doesn't look as good as my competitors' websites. My website doesn't do a good job of describing my products or my services. I need my website to be able to do X, Y, or Z. Our website doesn't show up in Google, which ultimately comes down to the next two things they're thinking. Our website should generate more leads and our website should generate more money. That's really why if they're saying something like, I want to appear higher on Google, they really don't care about appearing higher on Google. What they care about is the results that is going to get from them, which is more leads and more customers, therefore more revenue in their business. So how do we bridge the gap between what you as the web designer are thinking and what the client is thinking? The first thing is to stop addressing with them all of the things that you are thinking about, all the intricate details that go into actually putting a website together. Drop that talk and focus on what it is that they are thinking. So all of the things that I just listed out that are going on for them, address that, because you know that when you are putting the website together, that it's going to help with those different things. The second thing you want to do is stop selling the intricate details of the website, this being 5 pages, 1 contact form, and so on. And while they want to know what actually they're getting, we want to sell what they actually want. We want to sell what they care about. And then those pages are going to help start to deliver those results. Now, the third thing that you could do that I think is so important, it's really effective, is to make sure that you're listening, especially if you are newer in the selling phase. You have a lot of chatter going on internally. Oh, what if I say the wrong thing, or what if I mess up? But if we just silence that and we listen, and take notes if you need to, if you're on the phone, note down the things that they are saying. What problems are they facing? What are they dealing with? So that when they're done talking, you can ask follow-up questions to gather more insight. But after all is said and done, repeat it back to them. Reuse their same words that they just gave you and repeat it back to them. So what I hear you saying is, and then list out the issues that they just shared. These are the things that we want to work on. This is what we want to overcome. This is the result that we're aiming for. Do I have that right? And then they're thinking, yes, they hear me, they get me, they understand exactly what I'm looking for. And you just simply use their words back to them. Now, the next thing you want to do is make sure that you are selling profitable websites. You're not focusing on just trying to make a pretty looking website, a website that just looks a little better than the competition, because if it looks good, but it doesn't actually provide results, then you're not going to get very far with them. You're not really helping them achieve ultimately all of those things that they are thinking about. So that is a huge skill for you to be able to gain, is to not just be able to put together a nice looking website, but how do you actually make that an asset for the business? How do you help them bring in traffic to them? How do you help them capture those leads? How do you help them nurture those leads and guide them through a sales funnel so that they start actually gaining more leads, they gain more customers, their revenue starts to increase? Those are all very important things to think about. So no matter what strategy you use to attract leads into your business, just tweaking your conversations, as we've just talked about here, this is going to make a difference in how many clients you're able to close, the conversations that you're able to have, and just how you stand out from other people that they're talking to. I hope this helps. Make sure to subscribe if you want more tips like this. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them down below. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes here with me. I'll catch you next time.